Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button because today, we're diving deep into the world of the 2023 film Hitman, directed by Richard Linklater, starring Glenn Powell, and a story that twists and turns its way into something much more than just a standard action thriller. So, buckle up, grab your popcorn, and let's take a detailed journey through Hitman. This is your full movie breakdown. Before we go into the full breakdown of Hitman, let's quickly set the stage. The film is inspired by a real-life story but is adapted with a unique, satirical spin. It follows the character of Gary Johnson, played by Glenn Powell, who leads a double life as an undercover contract killer. The story explores Gary's identity, his moral conflicts, and the blurring of lines between right and wrong as he navigates the dangerous world of hired assassinations. At the core of the film, there's a lot of black comedy. Linklater's style is present all throughout the movie, blending humor with suspense. But there's also a deeper layer beneath the surface. We're not just dealing with action, we're looking at identity, morality, and personal transformation. Right from the start, we're introduced to Gary, who works for a shady organization that essentially hires him out to execute hits on various targets. But there's a catch, he's never really killing anyone. He's more of an actor in this world, posing as a ruthless hitman for the people who hire him. Right away, we get a sense that something is off with this setup. Gary, while seemingly a hardened killer, is more of a performer, playing a role that people want him to embody. It's an interesting choice by the filmmakers because it sets up a fascinating tension throughout the film. Is he truly a killer, or is he just pretending for the sake of his clients? Now, let's talk about the characters, starting with Gary Johnson. Glenn Powell, who plays this role, is known for his charisma, and he brings that to the table here in full force. His performance is what drives the film. We see Gary struggle with the idea of his dual identity. He's a man who spends his days pretending to be someone he's not, but as the film unfolds, we start to see cracks in that facade. The film's script takes full advantage of Powell's charm. He's charismatic and almost likable, even though the work he does is morally ambiguous, at best. What makes Gary such an interesting character is his ability to maintain this cool persona, despite the deep internal conflicts he faces about his line of work. There's this question of whether he's doing it for the money, the thrill, or if there's something deeper. And it's not until later in the film that we truly understand the complexities of why he does what he does. Of course, Gary doesn't operate alone. He has a team, including his handler and a series of clients who add to the comedic tension of the movie. But the real kicker here is Paula, played by a fantastic actress, insert actress name, who brings an unexpected twist to Gary's world. Paula is initially just a brief romantic interest, but as the movie progresses, she becomes something far more significant. As Gary gets entangled in Paula's life, we see his professional and personal worlds collide in ways that are both thrilling and humorous. The way the characters are written and performed really keeps the movie grounded, despite the outrageous situations that Gary finds himself in. Now, let's move into the core of the plot. Gary's seemingly straightforward life starts to unravel when a hit takes an unexpected turn. His carefully planned assassination jobs start to spiral into chaos as he begins to question the nature of his work. At one point, Gary is hired to perform a hit on someone who turns out to be more connected to his own life than he ever anticipated. This is where the film shifts gears. We go from a black comedy into a more high-stakes thriller, and it's all rooted in Gary's search for purpose. Now, let's talk about some of the deeper themes in Hitman. The movie is not just about action or comedy, it's about identity, self-deception, and the moral gray areas that come with living a double life. Throughout the film, we see Gary struggle with his own sense of who he really is. Is he the persona he presents to the world, or is he someone entirely different beneath the surface? The back and forth between Gary and Paula also plays a huge role in exploring these themes. Paula represents a mirror to Gary's life. she too is living in a world of deception, hiding her own truth. The tension between their characters doesn't just come from the fact that they're romantically involved, it comes from the constant questioning of authenticity. What do we really owe to the people around us? Can we truly know who someone is if they spend their entire lives playing a part? As we head towards the climax, everything starts to fall apart. The tension builds, and Gary is forced to confront the person he has become. The film takes us on a wild ride as we head into the final act, where betrayal, unexpected twists, and moral decisions take center stage. The action intensifies, but what really stands out here is the emotional journey Gary goes on. It's not just about surviving, it's about choosing who you want to be. In the end, the movie resolves with a powerful message. It's not just about who you kill or what job you do, it's about the choices you make in life, and the personal redemption that comes with acknowledging your mistakes. Gary's final decision speaks to the heart of the movie's central idea: we're all more than our worst decisions. And that's it, folks. Hitman may have started off as a quirky thriller, but it's so much more than that. It's a darkly comedic, morally complex story about identity, redemption, and the choices that define us. If you haven't seen the movie yet, I highly recommend checking it out, and if you have, I hope this breakdown gave you a fresh perspective on what's going on beneath the surface. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did you see the twist coming? What did you think of Gary's journey? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. I'll see you next time.